You write a script, you hit record, and the front half of your video is done. But the real friction, the part that swallows your weekend and causes launches to slip past their deadlines, is what happens next. You sit down to review your own cut, and you immediately spot the gaps. Entire sections of the timeline have nothing visually happening. It's just you on camera, which in production terms is pure dead air. The standard fix is predictable. You hunt through a stock library, locate a somewhere relevant clip, and drop it over the gap to keep the screen moving. We're often told that AI is for drafting hooks or text, but that the actual edit remains a strictly manual process, that handing the timeline over to automation is impossible. The heavy lifting in editing is not dragging an MP4 onto a track. It is the cognitive exhaustion of making thousands of micro-decisions. It is asking yourself, frame by frame, if a clip accurately reflects the emotion of the line you're speaking. When you settle for generic stock footage, you create an emotional mismatch. The visual is technically present, but it carries none of the specific weight of your voiceover. Imagine your script dissecting the intense personal conflict of rebuilding trust, while the clip on screen is a brightly lit stock shot of two strangers casually walking through a park. This line graph plots viewer retention, showing a steep drop-off exactly when the script and visual disconnect. Viewers simply feel the scene go flat and click away. To keep that retention line stable and high, visuals must synchronize with the emotional register. We solve this by building a closed-loop tech stack. We combine a reasoning language model with a generative visual platform. The process triggers the moment your editor finishes a rough cut. They upload the video file to a review platform, signaling the AI to begin its review. You might assume the AI evaluates the footage by watching moving pixels or listening to the audio track. It actually does neither. The timeline is stripped down into individual text blocks. The AI reads a transcript where every word is locked to a precise timestamp. This allows the model to map the meaning of your words against empty gaps, finding exactly what is missing. That brings us to step 2, the marks. The AI moves through the transcript, evaluating every sentence to locate missing visuals or identify moments where the current footage doesn't fit the tone. Out of the box, an AI lacks producer-grade judgment. You have to train it with a specific taste profile that teaches the model what emotional resonance your audience expects. Take a look at this comparison. On the left is a basic AI flag that simply notes a visual is needed. On the right, the trained model generates a comprehensive brief, dictating a 3-second close-up, warm window light, and precise camera angle. Because it interacts directly with the transcript data, the AI simultaneously extracts the exact frame-by-frame timecode for where this new shot needs to live. By utilizing a taste profile, the AI evolves from a simple error checker into a creative director, writing precise visual prescriptions for every moment of the video. Step 3 is the render. Using a Model Context Protocol, or MCP, connector, we establish a hidden bridge that allows the reasoning AI to directly operate the visual platform. This flowchart tracks the AI's creative brief. It autonomously routes the brief down the correct pathway, deciding if the moment requires motion, a static image, or consistent characters. The system then rapidly generates dozens of these specific visual clips in a continuous loop. Finally, we reach the drop back. The AI pushes the generated files back to the review platform. The processing pathways converge, dropping every clip into its designated slot. A manual review is transformed into a fully stocked production timeline. This automation does not replace your human editor. A skilled editor still controls the final cut, refines the pacing, and handles the ultimate delivery. The value lies in eliminating the friction. It removes the grueling commodity work of scrolling through stock libraries and manually managing loose files. By clearing out that manual labor, a creator's cognitive load is freed up for high-level narrative decisions, effectively doubling their output capacity. This logic scales immediately. Course builders sitting on massive video libraries and operators running faceless channels can bypass the post-production tasks that historically stalled their output. By automating the logic of the search and the render, a single editor gains the output capacity of an entire production department.